What is going on, guys? Now, right when I thought the Sundown X was as big of a sub I was going to get, I decided to go out and buy the new Sundown Zv6. And let me tell you, this thing is a monster. Let's get into it. Alright guys, now real quick, we are raffling off this Sundown X V3. Absolutely awesome sub. This of course has the Zv5 coil in it, so this is like 85% of a Zv5, and in my opinion, this is really kind of the biggest sub you'd really need. The Zv6 that I have is just so massive. You need so much power to get its full potential that your average person really doesn't even need anything quite this big. But if you want to get this guy for only 10 bucks, this could be your chance. So yes, tickets are 10 bucks. If you want to get 2 entries, it's 20 bucks, 3 entries, 30 bucks, so on and so forth. You get the idea. But yes, guys, cannot wait to be shipping this out to one of y'all here soon. The raffle for this ends December 5th. We have the brand new Sundown Zv6. Of course, this is replacing the very acclaimed Zv5 subwoofer. So we're going to be putting this thing through its full paces. Going to be doing some brutal tests on it and just see how it holds up and see how it sounds. First of all, let's get into what we got with this sub. Now, I did order this from Down for Sound since they are Sundown's biggest distributor. So that just made it really, really easy. Should you want to grab this sub, there will be an affiliate link in the description below. So let's go over what they sent along with it. We got a yellow lanyard this time. Got another voltmeter. I'll be throwing this in with one of the giveaways I'm doing. We got some Swedish fish. We got some normal Down for Sound marketing stuff. We got a big red Down for Sound decal, so that's kind of cool. And really cool, really excited about this. Purple is my favorite color. I didn't tell them that, but they happened to send me a purple shirt this time. So every single time, they've sent me a different shirt, which is just really neat. I know some companies, they just have like one basic shirt they'll send when you buy stuff from them. This one is its own thing. So on the front, it's Down for Sound. Then on the back here, it says run your system, not your mouth. So super awesome shirt. Cannot wait to be wearing this thing, guys. Now, Sundown does not have TS parameters for this sub on their website, and I can't find it really on any of the dealers' websites either. There are still TS parameters for the Zv5, so I would imagine it'd be pretty close to this. But the main difference from what I can find about the Zv6 is that it does have bigger top and bottom plates, and it does come standard with a 8-layer 3-inch coil, whereas the Zv5 would come with a standard 4-layer 3-inch coil, and you can get an optional 8-layer coil. And so that bumps the RMS power of this guy up to 2,500 watts above the 2,000 of the Zv5. Let's get a little closer look up at this big guy. Now, one thing to mention, I will be doing another video comparing the two of these, so stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. We, of course, have this just absolutely massive surround. Now, it looks to be a little bit bigger than the surround on the X Series sub. If I measure that right from that point, kind of to the top. Let's see if I can get that to focus. That is a little over 1.5. Whereas if we do the same thing over here, it's just a teeny bit under 1.5. We also have a much stiffer spider than what we have on the X Series over here. So that is interesting as well. But it's got the same sort of basket. We have the double layered flat wound tinsel leads. Got the big old huge terminals. Really do love these terminals. We of course have Sundown's patented design for the high excursion basket. Now what is neat, this one does say assembled in America, whereas the X Series did not say that. We of course have this massive motor. Y'all, the motor on the X is huge. The motor on this Zv6 is just absolutely insane. Now, this thing is a monster weighing at 95 pounds. Not fun to be picking up and carrying around. Here's a picture of that big old massive motor. We, of course, have venting here and nice pole venting around here. That's really neat. Again, just this massive motor. Y'all, I know this video does this thing absolutely no justice whatsoever, but again, The motor on these X's was huge. The motor on this guy is just out of this world. Well, y'all, I'm in subwoofer heaven over here with these big guys. Y'all, when I started YouTube, I never would have dreamed I would have a sub like this. I remember I was worrying about spending $100 on a sub. Maybe if I did really, really good that month on YouTube, I would do that. Whereas over here, we have, almost top of the line Sundown. But anyway, guys, this thing is insane. That's enough of me talking. Let's get this thing in the car. Now, we're going to be using this King City Customs box. And this box is 2.5 cubic feet, tuned to 32 hertz. That happens to be exactly what Sundown recommends for this sub. Now, I know a ton of people would use a box much bigger for this sub. But again, for doing just kind of these tests, hey, we'll at least have it in a box that mirrors what Sundown recommends to use. Of course, you could put it in a bigger box at your own risk and get louder and whatnot. Oh. Woo! Y'all, this thing is about as big as me. Well, guys, due to my stupidity, that is $900 down the drain. Well, let's get a little look up at this. I don't know if you can, okay, you can see in there. You can see right there, the coil got too hot and then has come unwoven. Well, let's test and see if the coil's fully blue or if the glue just came undone. Okay, this coil looks fine. So this multi-reader does seem to read a teeny bit low. This is a dual 1 ohm sub, but it's saying 0.5 ohms, but it's staying stable, so I'm pretty sure it's fine. Okay, this one's saying 0.7. Okay, so what this tells me is that the coil itself is a pretty tough coil, at least the actual copper-coated aluminum itself, but the glue just did not hold up to the abuse there that I was putting through it, and the coil just came unwound from the former. Well, let's talk about what happened here. So I did do some tests. Fortunately, did not get to do the RMS test or the DB test, but I had this thing in here about a week. I spent plenty of time to let it kind of break in. I just played a bunch of music through it, played some test tones to get the spider to break in. This thing was super stiff when I got it, so it didn't seem nearly as loud as the X series sub, so I want to let it break in a little bit you know, just so the spider would break in and we could get some more accurate readings. So it did fine, guys. It sounded great. It sounded pretty much just like the XV3. Wouldn't have known any difference if I didn't known this was in there. Anyway, today I got home. It was still light out. Wanted to film it out of the shop in the sun a little bit, just so y'all could really kind of see it move. And I really cranked it up. Now, as you can see in the video, the tar amps was not clipping or anything like that, but I did have this wire down to 0.5 ohm on a tar amps base 8K, so even if this was rising to 1 or 2 ohms, we still are probably seeing 6,000 or 7,000 watts possibly there. Again, I didn't have my AM1 on, so I don't know how much power was going through it. It definitely was a lot. I had this guy moving, and honestly, I just really didn't think it would blow. I think I just got so excited about having such a big, beastly sub, such an expensive sub, and I just thought it would take it, which on my part, I suppose was a little bit foolish. Well, guys, I did pay out of this for pocket, so this is a huge, huge bummer. I plan to do a full video with this, do all the normal tests. In my opinion, I'm sure it would have done just fine because the XV3 did just fine, and this has the 8-layer coil as opposed to the 4-layer coil, so I'm sure this guy would have crushed everything, but hey, you win some, you lose some, guys, so maybe at some point I'll buy another one so I can do, you know, the full proper review, but I just don't have $900 to blow on this thing. For me to make $900 back in a video, I would have to get like 150,000 views at minimum just to make this back in like ad revenue, so, and most of my videos get, you know, 15 to 30,000 views, so don't think this video is going to pay for this. Don't think getting another video would pay for 2 of these, so can't justify getting another one at the moment. But hey, maybe if this raffle we're doing with the XV3 goes really, really well, or maybe some other stuff goes well, maybe I'll get another one. Y'all, if you really, really want to see me get another one and put it through its full test, let me know. Now, the other thing I could do, I could buy a recon for it, but they don't have Zv6 recons, at least not on their website at the moment, and that still would be at least $200. And I don't know if I would fully trust myself to recone this guy and then do a review on it just because it wouldn't be fully factory original, so not 100% sure what to do, guys. Let me know what you think. Well, guys, not at all how I planned this video to go. I'm super bummed out. Again, I was so excited to have this big, giant, just beautiful sub, get to actually use it for a while, but oh well, guys. Like I said, you win some, you lose some. Pretty bummed out about it, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, remember to check out the raffle. Stay tuned for the next giveaway we're doing on these CT Sounds stuff back here. And then there'll be some other raffles and stuff like that before Christmas. So stay tuned for that, guys. Really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate the support. The fact that y'all do what you do is what allows me to even buy crazy stuff like this in the first place. I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd have a Sundown X. Never mind a Zv6. So, y'all, at the end of the day, I am so, so blessed to get to do what I do. And, hey, maybe at some point we'll get to revisit this guy and give it a proper review. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so, so much. And remember, as always, keep basing on.